Let's start with exercise 8C of HCM and LCM. In today's exercise, children, I'm going to show you how to do the different questions in a simple method. Now, the solution of most of the questions will be given, and rest, few that are left, you can do it yourself looking at my video carefully. So let's begin with it. Question number 1 says, using the common multiple method, find the LCM of the following. So using common multiple method, you have to find the LCM of these three. Now there are three subparts given, children. You have to find the LCM of these three separately using common multiple method. So let's see how to do this. So this is how we are going to find the LCM using the common multiple method. Of the first part I have taken, children, 8, 12 and 24. Now what you will do is, because it is the multiple method, children, we have to write the multiples for all the numbers that are given. Whether they are 3 numbers given, 4 numbers given. So we write the multiples, right? You can write a capital M and a small in the subscript. You can write these numbers. So the multiple of 8 are, write the table of 8. I have taken first 5. Generally in the first 5 multiples, children, you will get the LCM. So you try to first take the 5, and if you don't get it, then you can proceed further. So I have taken the first 5 multiples of all 3 numbers. For multiples of 8, write the table of 8 5 times. 8 ones are 8, 2s are 3s are 4s are 5s are. Multiples of 12, also till 5. Multiples of 24, now you don't know, you can multiply 2 times, then 3 times, 4 times and 5 times. Now out of this, because we have to find the LCM, that is the lowest common multiple, I have underlined the lowest common multiple in all 3, and we get the answer as 24. Question number 2 is, we have to find the LCM of each of the following groups using the prime factor method as well as the common division method. Now you have to use both the methods, children. For doing all these subparts, you have to do them twice. Once by prime factor method and the other by common division method. So let's see both the methods. Now first I have taken the first subpart, children, 18, 24 and 96. First we are doing the prime factor method. Now when we are doing the prime factor method, children, you have to take out the factors for all the numbers that are given. Now this is how you do the factorization. That is how we have done. With the smallest number, we start dividing the number. 2 will divide 18 9 times. Now 2 will not divide 9, so I have taken 3. 3 will divide 9 3 times. Now 3 will again divide 3 1 time. And when you get 1, you stop over here. Similarly, you're going to do it for 24 as well as 96. So these are the factors. Now what you do is, you have to write the factors together like this. Now this is 2 into 3 into 3. So I have written, now 2 raised to the power 1, children, because how many times has 2 come over here? Only 1 time. So I have written 2 raised to the power 1. Multiplied by 3 raised to the power, how many times 3 has come? 2 times. Similarly, we write for 24, 2 into 2 into 2. 2 raised to the power, how many times 2 has come? 1, 2 and 3. 3 raised to the power, how many times? 1 time. Similarly, for 96, you write 2 raised to the power 5 and 3 raised to the power 1. Now, once you see the numbers, children, we underline the number raised to the highest power. Now, 2 over here to the power 1, 2 to the power 3, and 2 raised to the power 5. Now, this is the biggest number to which 2 is raised, so we have taken that. Now, let's see to 3 raised to the power 1, 3 raised to the power 1 and 3 raised to the power 2. So 3 raised to the power 2 is bigger than in these comparisons. So I have taken 3 raised to the power 2. Now 2 raised to the power 5 means, children, 2 is multiplied 5 times and 3 is multiplied 2 times. Multiply them together, you get the answer 288. Now this was one method. Another method is, children, the common division method. So we have done the common division method of the same one, children. In the common division method, children, you have to write all the numbers together and you have to do the small division as we do for factorization. So that is what I have done. 2 will divide 18 9 times, 2 will divide 24 12 times and 2 will divide 96 48 times. Again with 2 you go on dividing. Now 2 will not divide 9, children, so I am writing 9 like this only. Now 3 will divide 9, so then you will start dividing. So till the time one number can divide any of the three numbers. You will keep on dividing by that. And then in the end, you have to multiply them together to get the answer. So this is how you get the answer for second question by both the methods. Now coming to question number 3, 4 and 5. All will be done in the same way, children. For these three children, we are going to make use of a formula. Because there is a formula, the product of the HCF into LCM is equals to the HCF into LCM of the two numbers. So we are going to make use of those formulas for doing question number 3, 4, 5. So let's see how to go about with these questions. Question number 3, children, HCF is given as 50, LCM of the two numbers is given as 300. One of the number is 150 and the second number is what we have to calculate. So we make use of a formula over here, children, which is HCF into LCM of two numbers is equals to the product of the two numbers. Now where HCF is written, I have written the value of HCF. Where LCM is written, I have taken LCM. Product of the two numbers, one number is 150 and second number you can suppose it to be any variable. I have taken the variable to be A. You can take it as X, Y, Z, anything. Now this 150 into A, when you move to the next, this 150 will be removed from one side. When a multiplication value is taken on the other side of is equals to, children, it changes and goes into division. जो मल्टीप्लिकेशन का वैल्यू होता है वो हमेशा डिवीजन में चेंज होता है जब आप एक तरफ से उसे दूसरी तरफ ले जाते हैं. So this goes on the other side, children. Now we can divide it over here, reduce the zeros, and 15 ones are, and this is 2. So 50 into 2 is how much? 100. So the second number over here which was missing is actually 100. Now similarly we are going to do the fourth question, children, which says that the product of the two numbers is 432, right? And the LCM of these two numbers is 72. You have to find the HCF. Now over here they have made it that they have not given the two numbers separately, but they have given us the product exactly. And the LCM is given, HCF is required. Again, we are going to make use of the formula. HCF into LCM is equals to the product of the two numbers. Put the values. Now HCF is missing. I have not used a variable. You can use a variable like A as we did it in the previous question. HCF into 72 is equals to 432. Now HCF is equals to, again this 72 is in division. When it will go on the other side of is equals to, this division will change into, this multiplication will change into, children, division. Now when you divide 432 by 72, children, you can keep on reducing it by 2. I have straight away done it. 72 will divide 432 6 times. So the HCF of these two numbers is 6. Similarly, you are going to do the fifth question. Now I have not done the working of the fifth question. You are going to follow the same method. The sixth question is find the smallest number which will, when be divided by 12, 15, 18, 24 and 36, will leave no remainder. So how are you going to do? Smallest number, children, means you have to find the LCM. So you can find the LCM by any of the method. I have done it by division method. So I'm just showing you, I have done it by the division method. You can do by any method. You just have to find the LCM, and the LCM is 360. Coming to the last two questions, children, the 7th and the 8th. Now for doing the 7th and the 8th question, children, you always have to remember something. That is, whenever we are calculating the smallest number, we are calculating first thing the LCM. Second thing, which when being increased by 1. Whenever it is increased, you are actually going to do the subtraction, and whenever there is a decrease, you are always going to do the addition. Please keep this in mind. Increasing by 1 means you are going to decrease the LCM by 1, and decreasing by 3, you will increase the number by 3. So let's see how to do the 7. Find the smallest number which when being increased by 1 can divide 12, 18, 24, 32 and 40. So children, first thing is I have calculated the LCM by the common division method of all the 5 numbers. I have taken them together and I have taken the common division method. This you know by now. So you can see I have calculated the LCM which came as 1440. Now they are asking that which number when on being, it says increased by 1 will be exactly divisible. Now increased by 1 means, I told you right now, children, you have to decrease the number by 1. So 1440 minus 1. Now 1439, when this number will be increased by 1 means when you will add 1 to it, it will become 1440, and then it will be completely divisible by the other 5 numbers. So whenever there is a decrease, children, you have to increase, and whenever there is an increase, you have to decrease. So let's see the last question, children. Find the smallest number which when on being decreased by 3 will be completely divisible by 18, 36, 32 and 27, which on being decreased, children. That means we will first find the LCM and then we will add 3 to it. So this is how you find the LCM, children, of the 4 numbers. Right? This is how we come to the LCM. And now because the number is to be decreased by 3, then what are we going to do? We are going to add 3 to the LCM. Now this was the LCM, add a 3, so the number is 867. Now when you are going to decrease 3 over here, children, we will come back to the LCM and that will be completely divisible by the given numbers. So with this we come to an end of all the questions that are there for exercise 8C. Thank you.